This is Ready, Set, Reiki, a podcast about Reiki, the universal energy life force, from the curious beginner to the seasoned master teacher, welcoming all systems, all lineages, and all levels. Reiki is a journey and not a destination. And on this Ready, Set, Reiki journey, I refer to myself as a guide rather than host, as I am traveling, supporting, and learning on this Reiki journey as well. And I am your guide, Tracy C. Wright. And joining me on my journey today is Donna Cross. Now, she is a certified Reiki master assisting in all areas of health, including burnout from diabetes and other chronic illnesses. She is also a founding member of the Holistic Pros since 2022. Now, Donna sought out Reiki in 2020 after developing IBS brought on by medication she had taken to help her reverse her type 2 diabetes. Becoming attuned to Reiki and practicing self-Reiki for 4 months, she noticed a 95% improvement in her symptoms. Reiki significantly improved the quality of her life, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally as well, by healing and removing stored childhood trauma. And she is so grateful for Reiki for becoming a part of her life that she decided to become a practitioner to help others. Donna, welcome to Ready, Set, Reiki.
Thank you for having me.
So let's begin our journey. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, my name is Donna, and I live in New Hampshire on the seacoast. I'm married with 2 children, both just got out of college. At this time, I am a health coach helping people reverse their type 2 diabetes, and I'm also a Reiki master, and I'm grateful that I can work with hospice patients at a local nursing home, and I also work at a local yoga studio. So I'm really grateful that I can have Reiki as part of my practice. I also do it self Reiki every single day. So it's been really becomes a part of my life, and that's about it. I my hobbies are hiking and coffee. So there you go. That's all there is to it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, it was mentioned in your bio you sought out Reiki in 2020. So tell me, did you find Reiki or did Reiki find you?
Reiki absolutely found me. And I believe Reiki finds you if you're ready for it. Yep, it certainly did. Yeah. Did you want me to continue on that, or?
You can tell us whatever you like. If you have a story to tell, sure.
Okay. So, So back in 2018, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and it took me about 11 months with significant lifestyle change, including that one medication I was taking. And I did end up reversing it. However, the medication that I was taking does have this common side effect of developing irritable bowel syndrome, and I got a pretty severe case of it. I was to the point where I needed to know where a bathroom was at all times, would let go at any moment. It was very painful, embarrassing. It happened at my daughter's graduation. It was just brutal. And my quality of life really suffered. And, but I didn't know what to do, because when I got reversed from type 2, all meds were removed. I had lost in total 192 pounds naturally. And a lot of this weight, I feel, since it came off, got rid of a lot of the depression, the eating disorder, the anxiety that I had since around the age of 3 years old. And so I've been on meds for years. They were all removed. I didn't want to go back to medications at all. So I was like, well, what do I do? I mean, I can't stand this anymore. Is it possible to even find any type of relief without meds? So I was talking to my brother. My brother's a Reiki practitioner. And real quick with him, he's a classical guitarist, and he had horrible carpal tunnel. He had surgery and nothing helped, and he couldn't play his guitar. And he had played his guitar for, my goodness, years and years and years. And it crushed him. And he sought out Reiki. And lo and behold, it helped. It was amazing. He was able to play his guitar again. So he became a Reiki master. And he told me about it. And I said, well, gee, that sounds good enough to me. I'm going to try it. Good enough for me. But instead of going to a practitioner to have Reiki given to me, I'm like, you know what? I'm going one step further because that's kind of how I am. I'm like, I'm just going to get attuned to level 1. And so I did. And so I found someone in the area, got attuned to level 1. So self-Reiki for 4 months daily. My goodness. It was nothing short of miraculous, And like I said, 95% of the symptoms were gone. So I got hooked even more and the passion grew. So I went to level 2 and I said, yeah, I want to help others and I want to get stronger in my Reiki, for my Reiki too. And so my little business started in 2021 and it was during the lockdown. So all of my clients were remote. So, but it was still really cool. I was able to send Reiki to Japan and Finland and all over the UK and Canada and all over the US. It was so incredible. It really was. So I just got more and more hooked and I ended up becoming a Reiki master back in just December. So, it's interesting. Reiki to me is a gateway holistic healing modality. It seems like to me, Reiki gets you to a point, and then it's like, okay, now you're ready to have some more things come in. Mm-hmm. You're open enough. Now more stuff can come in. So now I'm working with all types for my own health. So EFT and kinesiology and my gosh, tracing meridians and Eden method and all types of stuff. Like all these things are coming into my life. But the beautiful thing is Reiki is the foundation and you can use Reiki and Reiki will strengthen and intensify every other holistic modality, makes Wonderful. All the others work even better. And they Wonderful. All work together.
So you just need to take that first step on that journey.
Yeah. Definitely.
So you are out being a practitioner and you have gone on to master. You've been doing this for a few years now. What is a common misconception about Reiki?
Common misconception is, so for my own history with this, the only misconception that I have come across is distance Reiki. They don't get it. And during the lockdown, people were so scared that they were willing to try anything. However, but even back then, they still had a lot of trepidation, but they did it. Now that everything's back to normal, people really are craving the in-person, the connection, the touch.
Yes.
And I still try to say to people, like, let's say we had an appointment and you have to cancel it, but I have to do it on a Sunday or something. I'm like, well, it's fine. We can do it, remotely. And they don't get it. I have been called a witch, the devil. I'm like, no. It's energy. Energy works no matter what, and it's really difficult. And I'm still having difficulty trying to explain to people what distance Reiki is. It's just energy. It's all energy. We're all energy. If you look at it like you text somebody, it goes up to a satellite and over to another phone and it's quick. Well, it's like Reiki. That's exactly what it's like. It just goes there, goes over there. And,
right.
But you try to explain it and they just don't understand it. And to me, that's the misconception, that I really wish we could somehow overcome, because there are still going to be those times where remote sessions are going to be more convenient, very helpful, and you can still do it globally, really globally, because everybody needs it. But that's what I would say. It's hard.
All right. Yeah. So you help so many people in assisting in all areas of their health and their healing journey. What has been the biggest challenge or struggle in your very own healing journey?
For me, definitely, it has been stored trauma, childhood trauma. And actually, I have come to realize that even once you clear your childhood trauma, or there is also trauma that you carry within you ancestrally, in your bloodline, in your DNA. And I didn't realize that. And most people, if not all, are carrying some type of baggage from hundreds of years. It's in your DNA. And that's been very interesting. And I think Reiki really assists in the other modalities that can come in and clear that out. And that's been a journey, and I'm still working on it to this day. And I'm using kinesiology with dowsing and Reiki together, and to clear out old programming from even past lives, which I didn't realize was even a thing. And I really didn't. I honestly thought we had the one life and that was it, but no. So I now know that this is an ongoing learning journey that we're on. That's what's been the most difficult, because it's constant, it's daily. I will be working on this till the day I die, because it's, it is what it is. So that's what
So what do you wish your younger self knew about this current profession that you're in, this work of Reiki?
I wish my younger self knew it, honestly, I don't even know, 3 years old, it would have been great. If I could have nipped it in the bud at 3 years old, that would have been fast. I honestly, I think back at that time, and I do remember seeing things, having visions. I remember it, but I always just, I don't know. I just had that awareness or I didn't have awareness because I'm only 3, but I still remember those things. And I really feel that, oh man, I wish I had it back then. I wish I had it when I was being bullied at 14. I really wish, because it would have just regulated my nervous system. It would have helped me sleep. It would have helped me not get an eating disorder.
Sure.
And not yo and die. It would have helped me in so many ways. But
sure. Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. Well, in this journey that you're on now, you can always use the distance symbol to give yourself that Reiki at that 3-year-old self.
Yes, that's right. And yeah, you're right. And I have done that. Every time that I give myself self Reiki, I always do the distance symbol. Always.
Yes.
So I'm hoping that it gets there. I think it is, because I'm getting more modalities that are coming in to help me get there. So yes. I know it's picking me up. So there. Yeah.
Very good. So when it is time for you to get an energetic tune-up, if you're not doing yourself Reiki and you're going out to find someone else, what are some qualities that you look for in a Reiki practitioner?
Well, that's interesting. All right, I'll tell you this. It would have to be someone who practices it daily. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Because this is interesting. So back in May, honest to goodness, ladies that were attuned to level 1 were flocking over to me. And I would get so excited because I'm a geek. And I'd be like, "You're level 1? Oh, that's great. Do you practice self-Reiki?" No. Why? I don't have time. I don't know. I'm like, well, then why did you get it tuned in the first place? Did you think it was cute? Did you think it was fun? Did you like, hey, look at me? Is it ego? What was it? And, and I tell them, you have the power of healing in your hands. Use it. So I said to myself, okay, well, obviously they're here for a reason. They're here for me to kickstart their self-Reiki. And they have. So in my opinion, if I were to go see a Reiki practitioner, I would want them to be practicing on themselves every single day. Just because they'll be clear. Their chakras, their meridians, their aura, everything will be nice and clear, and we'll have a nice connection. Higher selves connect easier. They know what they're talking about. It's they're more empathetic. That's my feeling.
All right. What advice would you give someone who is just entering this profession?
That it is, even though Reiki is becoming more and more mainstream, because it is, and I understand, I get that. It's still very difficult to kind of get yourself out there. I think a lot of it still is word of mouth. Mm-hmm. Social media, unfortunately, this algorithm that we have, it doesn't suit us well. I feel like you just have to you got to get rid of the fear of being seen. You got to get rid of the fear of the imposter syndrome, all those things. Get yourself out there, act goofy, act funny, but get it out every day. And it does eventually kick in. And so not to give up, because we really need it. And we need a Reiki practitioner in every household. And I truly believe that. I know it'll get there, but we're still, we have this social media stuff that's hard. And we have the people like, well, we also still have the thing about people in the spiritual community shouldn't charge. Mm-hmm. There's still some money weirdness happening. So you got to kind of get rid of that too. So that's what I would say. It took time for me too. I mean, I had a lot of money issues, money block things, like tips. Like, no, I'm not going to take a tip. No, that's fine. No, why not? Take a tip. If they think that you did great and they want to give you a tip, take a tip. But I was going through that same thing. Oh, no, I could never do that. But I don't know. That's how I feel.
Very good. So what books do you recommend?
Okay. The only book I've ever read and the only book I needed to read was by Penelope Quest, Reiki for Life. It was my manual. Oh, hello. Sorry. I had a 911 thing come through. I hope you can edit that. Can you edit that? Okay. Thank you. All right. So, the question was,
what books do you recommend?
Yes. Yeah. Reiki for Life by Penelope Quest. It was my manual for level 2. And it's really the only book you could ever need.
So what services do you offer? Do you offer any classes, events, trainings?
I am not a Reiki master teacher. I do not feel called to teach yet. Okay. At this point, I just want to practice. So at this time, like I said, I'm working at a nursing home for hospice, and I'm working at a local yoga studio right now. Okay. So what I'm doing right now.
All right. Well, where can we find you? In person, online? Do you have a website?
If you on Instagram, it's Remote Reiki with Donna Cross. And on there, I have a link tree, and you can find the all my links for booking. I do not have a particular website right now. My services are on the yoga studios website there.
All right.
Very
Very good.
helps.
Very good. So that ends the first part of our journey together, and I'm going to continue on to the next part of our journey, which is social media questions. So listeners and Reiki students send questions, and I narrow them down to 3 just for you. So let's begin. Number 1, in your line of work, what are the most common blockages to health and success that people face?
The most common blockages right now that I am noticing, and this has been consistent for a while, throat chakra blockage down. I don't know what's happening, but it's consistent every time. And people are having major issues with fight and flight. I'm noticing also, because I'm really delving into the meridian system too. And I'm noticing a lot of triple warmer meridian pieces, that's your fight, flight, and freeze. And then also I'm learning a lot about things such as like a gallbladder meridian. That's a lot of rage, a lot of lung, a lot of unable to let go, like interesting like that. But those are the blockages that I'm seeing consistently. A lot of anxiety, a lot of rage, a lot of pent up. People can't communicate, feeling like they're not supported, is what I'm getting a lot. And also a lot of root chakra issues, a lot of people changing jobs, people that are really scared about this economy that we're in. What am I going to do? Am I going to have enough money? Where should I go next? And people just not feeling well. They just don't feel their best. A lot of sacral chakra issues, a lot of, I used to feel so good. What happened? I used to have drive. I used to have passion. I used to care. I don't care anymore. What's going on? That's what I'm getting.
Okay. Number 2, can you share how you used Reiki to help you with your type 2 diabetes?
Well, as I did not, when I reversed my type 2, that's when Reiki came in to help me with my irritable bowel syndrome. However, your pancreas, digestive issues, all of that is in the solar plexus. And I paid particular in, really focused, particularly on the solar plexus quite a bit. I'm also, as I said, I'm a health coach for people reversing their type 2 and prediabetes. And I work on an app, which is called Honey Health. And you can look me up too. You can down. It's a free app for people who would like to, they can track their blood sugars. They can things like that. There's tons of groups, and I'm one of their groups. And so I put up. It's all video based, and I put up videos of each chakra, and I did a Reiki session, and I recorded Reiki session for each chakra. Wouldn't you know? Thousands of views on the solar plexus. So people keep coming in there and getting their 3 minutes. And it's kind of neat. It definitely has helped me deal with my eating disorder. And that's, it's all over the place too. I mean, heart chakra, it all depends, your self-worth, all of that, but it really focuses on solar plexus and how your pancreas is working. Is it sluggish? Is it, or is it working at its best? So that helped me a lot too. And I continue to do that daily.
Where again can they, our listeners, find that video or your videos?
Oh, it's called Honey Health. And you just on the App Store. It's for free app, and you download it for free. And then you can join groups. So that's right at this time, it's for type 1 and for type 2 diabetes. They're going to be adding more autoimmune illnesses down the road. And they have doctors, they have fitness trainers, nutritionists, they have all types of things. You can track your blood sugars. And I have a group called Type 2 and Prediabetes Reversal. And it's all video format. And you make videos, and I do videos on my nutrition and movement and mindfulness, things like that, giving them tips on how I reversed it to kind of help them. And I did a whole series on Reiki on the chakras. And like I said, the solar plexus is like thousands of views. So people are getting the connection.
Sure.
I'm trying to get, trying to make this connection between Reiki, other energy healing, and diabetes with people.
Right,
and they're like, is it a cure? No, it's not a cure, but it'll help.
Sure. Well, this will go perfectly into our next and last question, which is, how can someone strengthen their connection to Reiki?
Self-Reiki. If you become attuned, which is what I highly recommend, anybody can get attuned to Reiki. You don't have to be a special person, walk on water. You don't have to, anybody. I would find yourself a Reiki master, teacher, and get yourself attuned. It's really not expensive, and the benefits are outstanding. And every day, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, connect with Reiki every day. Set the intention. Put them on your chakras. Anything that hurts, touch. And you'd be amazed. That's what I would recommend that highly. I think everybody should be attuned, myself. I really do. Because let's face it, it does cost a lot of money to go to a person all the time. Get yourself attuned.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say.
Very good. Well, that was our last question, but as we've been talking, is there something that maybe you have forgotten to mention, or something that you would like to share with our listeners? You can take the time now to share.
I guess I would just say that I am grateful for, first of all, thank you for having me on. Very grateful for that. Second of all, I'm very grateful for Reiki. I'm just grateful for it. It's been a gift, a true gift. And I couldn't live my life without it. And I feel, as you said, Reiki finds you totally. And if Reiki does find you, then look into it, find somebody that you feel you can trust, give it a try. You'll be amazed. Get yourself attuned to level 1. Anyway, you can do your plants, you can do your pets, you can do your food, you can Reiki everything. It's amazing because we're all energy. And it would open up a whole new life, all new discoveries. So that's what I would say.
All right. Very good. Well, thank you, Donna, so much for taking this journey with me here on Ready, Set, Reiki. I really appreciate you taking time out of your very busy schedule to come on and join me.
Thank you very much.
All right, my beautiful listeners, if you would like your question featured on Ready, Set, Reiki, reach out, www.readysetreiki.com, or find me on social media. Also, check out Feather Sister Wellness that offers a variety of yoga and Reiki classes and Reiki trainings, www.thefeathersister.com. I'm Tracy Seawright, and this has been Ready, Set, Reiki.